Have you ever been deep into a project, feeling like you're on a roll, and then, bam, you hit a mental wall? One minute, you're making solid progress, and the next, you're questioning everything. Why am I even doing this? Whether it's trying to finish that overdue report, working on your dream project, or even figuring out how to navigate life's biggest challenges, no pressure. We've all felt stuck at some point. But what's actually happening here? Why do we feel stuck? The science behind it. Psychologists call it the stuck-in-the-middle effect, and it's exactly what it sounds like. At the start of anything new, there's excitement, maybe even a little overconfidence. Think about when you start a new fitness routine. That first workout, you feel like an athlete. You imagine your future self, shredded and unstoppable. But as time goes on, that initial spark fades. You stop focusing on how far you've come and instead become obsessed with how much is left to do. Your goal starts looking like a massive, far-off mountain. That's when frustration kicks in. That's when people quit. But here's the good news. You don't have to eat the whole pizza in one bite. Break it down. The power of small wins. If your goal feels overwhelming, slice it into smaller, manageable pieces. Why? Because every time you check something off, your brain rewards you with a hit of dopamine, the feel-good chemical that keeps you going. You're essentially giving yourself permission to win repeatedly. And who doesn't want that? So instead of saying, I have to write this entire book, say I'll just write one page today. Instead of thinking I have to get in shape, say I'll do 10 minutes of exercise. Small steps make all the difference. Taking on the bigger problems. Let's look at something even bigger, like climate change or social inequality. These problems can feel like immovable boulders. You might think, what's the point? My actions won't make a difference. But here's the truth. They do. Research shows that while most people care about climate change, only about 1/3 take consistent action. Why? Because the rest feel powerless. But those who keep pushing forward believe their actions matter, whether it's recycling, voting for eco-friendly policies, or simply educating others. And history proves them right. Big changes often start with a few motivated people who refuse to give up, turning frustration into fuel. And here's something unexpected. Sometimes frustration and even anger can be a powerful force for progress. Think about the civil rights movement, for example. People were outraged by injustice, and that anger became fuel for action. When used properly, moral outrage is a superpower. It sharpens focus, pushes people to find solutions, and, most importantly, drives change. Just remember, be angry at the problem, not at yourself. Frustration is just a signal that something needs to change. Use it. Find your people. When you're stuck, it can feel lonely. But here's the thing. Progress is a team sport. Surround yourself with people who inspire you. When you're in a community of like-minded individuals, your motivation skyrockets. Why? Because seeing others take action makes it easier for you to do the same. Plus, fresh perspectives can be a lifesaver when you're struggling to see your next move. Just do something. Here's the simplest way to get unstuck. Take any action, just start. Write the first sentence. Take a short walk. Read one page of a book. Sign that petition. It doesn't matter what you do, just move. One small action leads to another, like a domino effect. And before you know it, you're back in the zone. Celebrate every win. And here's the kicker. Celebrate the small wins. Every step forward, no matter how tiny, deserves a high five. Whether it's writing 100 words, exercising for 5 extra minutes, or simply showing up, acknowledge it. Why? Because confidence isn't built by waiting for some massive success. It's built by stacking small victories on top of each other. Your action plan to get unstuck. So next time you feel stuck, here's what you do. Check mark. Break it down. Make your goal bite-sized and manageable. Take action, any action. No step is too small to count. Find your people. Surround yourself with those who inspire you. Celebrate the small wins. Every step forward is progress. Keep the bigger picture in mind. Change takes time, but it happens. You don't have to do everything at once. Small steps add up to big change. So, what's one baby step you can take today? Let me know in the comments because I'd love to hear about it. And if you found these tips helpful, give this video a thumbs up, share it with someone who needs it, and subscribe for more motivation every week. Remember, progress isn't about being perfect. It's about moving forward one step at a time. You've got this.